Hey, what's going on, YouTube? O'Doyle the Gamer here, and we are getting ready to go into part 3 of our playthrough of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. We just finished up exploring the main house with Jack, so we're now going to be heading down that trail that we saw Marguerite going down earlier, and we're going to begin investigating the old house in an attempt to find the serum to cure the ailment of what's going on. So let's get started here. Alright. Alright, so just checking, make sure my health is up to, So we're going to walk out and we're going to get a phone call from Zoe here. So there's the phone.
You made it. You're the first I've ever seen make it this far.
So what is it you need me to do? Is it going to help me get out of here?
Yes. Now listen carefully, Ethan.
So she's explaining that there's a serum for the ailment that is kind of causing all the insanity within the Baker family. So apparently whatever
it should clear whatever this stuff is out of the body.
So whatever has been plaguing Jack, Marguerite, and Lucas has also infected Zoe, although it hasn't taken hold of her yet.
But I have a feeling my mother has hidden some inside the
also
old house
Mia.
somewhere.
However, what Zoe is talking about here is that
And so can
there
I.
is
The old house is near the water. You can't miss it.
that there is actually some components that we can collect to help make a serum that will
I'll be looking for you.
kill the infection that they're infected with. However, the first part of it is located in the old house. Now, the old house is an area where we're going to see that Marguerite has full control of. Jack pretty much had full run of the house. That was kind of his territory. The dissection room, the basement, and pretty much that entire upper area. As I pointed out in the last video, this right over here was, we'll enter that building a little later. That's Lucas's stronghold. Just picking up a few items I wasn't able to collect in the last video. So. Alright. So I think we're now ready to start heading off to the old house now. So when we were, if you remember back in my last video, we stood on the second floor on that little balcony section, and we were able to see Marguerite walking off in this direction. Then we watched that video of Mia traveling into this house to escape Marguerite. So we're now going to be heading into that area. Smash these crates here. Always try to smash the crates to find ammo and healing items and stuff that we might find. Alright, so one of the things we're going to have to be very careful of course, these bugs right here. Marguerite will send these kind of hornet-like animal, some of these hornet-like insects after us. So one of the best things to do is try to shoot the big ones. And as far as the big swarm, it's just best to try to avoid them at all costs. Here in a few minutes, we will get they're attacking me. They're attacking me. Here in a few minutes, we'll actually get a flamethrower that we can actually use. That's your best defense against these swarms of animals. So Just kind of searching around, seeing what kind of items we can find. This drawer's locked. Luckily, I've got a lockpick, so we won't be able to get into that locker just yet until we obtain the flamethrower. So. A map of the old house that'll come in handy. Now, if this room right here looks familiar, this is the room that we entered earlier when we were taking control of Mia in that video. And the one thing that's missing is the little mold thing to try to make the necessary shadow to unlock that secret passageway. So we'll have to locate that before we can really cross over that big old void in the main hallway. Mix up some of our material here. So this is half of the flamethrower. We have to locate the other half. The solid fuel there, that is stuff when we connect it with one of those yellow chemical bags, will actually make ammunition for the flamethrower. So, alright, save room. Definitely take this backpack, that'll give us some extra storage space. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Looking around, seeing what other items we can find in this little save room. There's one of those little bobbleheads. So we'll put the strong first aid kit up, save those for later in the game. So we'll save in a little bit. So let's go. As we can see, there's a portion over on the other side of that swamp area there. So we're gonna have to traverse back through the house to get over there. And as I said, this is these bugs we have to be very careful of. Some gunpowder. Here's some more items to take. Let's see what's in this box. Okay. We have, when you see those big old bulbs, those are actually nests for those wasps. So here in a little bit, once we get the flamethrower, you should be able to use the flamethrower on that to destroy them. So we now have the flamethrower. So now we can actually start attacking the some of these nests and make exploring this little area a little easier. So let's go take care of this hornet's nest. So there's several of these located throughout the old house. It'll make exploring a lot more easily. You don't have these swarms to deal with as much, because they originate out of those. No, sorry, we need something. So as I said earlier, with the swarms, it's just easier to use fire. That's also how you can open up these lockers in this area. Make some. Alright. So just a couple little squirts of fire will take out these swarms and these massive bugs. Canisters of flamethrower fuel, so go put some supplies up. So we've now taken care of this. So this is the last room we have to clear out. Right here by this fireplace is where we'll need to go. There'll be a secret passage. Before we go tunneling through there, let's go finish off the hornet's nests. Also, should be the last one that we have to deal with. There'll be a couple items we can pick up. I want to use these pills right here those pills will kind of help allow you to figure out what area where items are hiding. I'll finish up Alright, I think we found everything we need to find, so let's go down here. Bobblehead. Found Mia.
No more bullshit, Mia. I want some answers.
I know, you're right, and I always wanted to tell you.
What's going on here?
But I can only remember a little, and the rest is just gone.
Daddy, right? You mind if I borrow Mommy for a little
So
bit?
we will deal with Lucas
Don't you stand there!
here in a little
Do
bit.
something!
Ethan, help!
Damn it!
So right now our big concern is trying to figure out what part of the house the
Stay the fuck!
and now we've got Marguerite. So at this point she's going to be patrolling this part of the house. Now she isn't as aggressively as a stalker as much as Jack was. She basically stays in that hall that goes toward the save room where we were at earlier and where our little shadow thing's at. And then she stays in this little kitchen area here. So, really simple to avoid her. It's one of the things that I think they really could have done a little more with Marguerite. This is one of the shorter encounters with of the three bosses that we have. So we can see there she is there. So close the door. I really think, Marguerite, I do think is the creepier of the bosses. Jack is scary Jack is arguably one of the more scarier characters, but I actually think Marguerite is scarier than Jack. You'll kind of see what I mean here in a little bit. But I really wish they had spent a little more time, because this is a fairly short encounter. So as we can see, this is where Mia had snuck in. So we're kind of following her footsteps of what she showed us in that video earlier. So things have now moved around. Remember, there's all that clutter down here. We're not going to go up. So we need the crow key to get through that door. Now, if you remember in that video, this is where Mia jumped down to hide from Marguerite, and this is where Marguerite caught her. So considering that down here was the area that the video ended, it tells you that there's some kind of an item down here that we're going to need to progress further. There were two of those little rope stands that look like they pull up a bridge. One out by that nest where we caught the flamethrower, then of course one on the other side of this hole that would take us back by the main doors where we entered. Another bobblehead. So this crank that we just picked up will give us access to those bridges now. So we should be able to. You can see that big old metal thing there with the ropes. So this will give us this will now get us back across. We still have Marguerite we got to deal with. But as I said, she doesn't really aggressively chase you like Jack did. And of course, Jack didn't really chase us unless we just showed up where he spots us. I mean, even like right there. I mean, that would have been a perfect opportunity for her to attack us. Just kind of hide behind the door for a few minutes. If you try to attack her, she'll unleash a swarm of hornets after you. So we're going to let her go in that door.
There you are! Ah.
Kill these hornets here. So that will give us the bridge. So we'll now cross over. I don't have enough room in my inventory for that. Actually, we'll make some room in my... So it looks like this is an old outhouse. There's our crow key. Another antique coin. So we're now going to go back into the house, and you can actually use this window over here to kind of see if Marguerite is coming out. As you can see, there she is right there. So we're going to stay out. She'll turn around right there, and she'll start kind of walking back. When she kind of walks back in there, we can run back across that bridge to the other side. Now I'm actually going to go back through the secret passage down here and go and save my game, drop some items off before we head up to the door, because we are getting ready to face Marguerite in what is really a simple fight right here in this house. But I mentioned earlier, when we were first introduced to the Bakers, that Marguerite was the representation of body horror. We are actually kind of coming up on the example why she is representative of that. So we've saved. What we're going to do now is we're going to head up to that door with the crow key and see what we can find in behind there. So right here we should going to keep the shotgun handy.
I told you to stay out of here!
Alright, now keep an eye on that lantern because it is important. Now this battle isn't
This is beyond
terrible.
the
The object
You
here
hear
is
me?
just
Beyond
keep
the
shooting
pale!
her until she falls down into the pit. Alright. So we'll go up here, let's read this. No, we've already looked in that drawer. You tried to sneak up here, up to the second floor again, didn't you? You didn't think I wouldn't notice? Even after what happened to Evelyn, you just keep talking about some strange medicine? And what are you planning to do with my altar? You better keep those sticky fingers off of it. Nobody touches my sacred altar. You think your father and I are idiots? You spoiled, pathetic child. I wish you'd never been born. Unforgivably pathetic, yet always looking down on us, trying to leave our home after everything we've done for you. You pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. If you ever touch my altar, I'll slice your chest. So that was to Zoe. So apparently there's talk of an altar. So we're going to go in here and see what's going on. We'll open that up here in just a minute. Let's go in this little side room here. Some kind of little mummy thing. Some shotgun shells, which always come in handy. Is that a dead... That's some kind of a dead rat or something? My ears have been ringing all day, and I haven't been able to sleep since that child showed up. It's like Zoe says, there's something strange about the child. And the woman she brought... I'm seeing things, hearing things, can't stop. Feeling nauseous, I went to see the doctor in town and he gave me x-rays. What's happening to me? The child gave me a present. I put the present in a secret room right behind the back of the second floor where nobody will find it. That arm is a sign of the child's trust. That arm will lead us to happiness. So that diary there was kind of Marguerite's descent into the madness of the infection. And apparently it has something to do with the child. So here we go. Another antique coin, which will come in handy. Alright, all this is blocked off. And it looks like we need that lantern that Marguerite had in order to unlock that door. So we will go back down here. Open up the...
What the?
Open this up. Okay, it looks like regarding the serum, the following items be able to synthesize serum. D-series cranial nerve. D-series peripheral nerve.
I think that's it.
So it looks like we need a head and a arm. You see Zoe calling this.
Well, did you find the serum?
I just got
So
done dealing with
she's
your mom and her fucking
basically
bugs.
going to try to
Wish you coulda
ask
warned
us
me.
if we found the serum.
Sorry about that.
Of course, Ethan's going
What about the
to
serum?
mention
found
that
any.
locked
But I
door.
did find out we need to make one.
Zoe says she has
D-series head
half
and an arm. This
the
can't be
ingredients
right.
to make the
Head?
serum, so she
I
just
think I have
needs
that
that
around here somewhere.
arm.
You do?
I don't know about the
So
arm, though.
we're gonna have
Have
to
you
track
searched the whole
down
house?
that
No, not
lantern
yet.
that Marguerite
I
was
still need to check the
carrying
second floor here.
to
Alright.
unlock that
Check it
door
out.
to see if we can
Meet me at the
locate
trailer if
where
you find
the arm is for the serum. So we're gonna go back down here. So we knew Marguerite fell into this pit with. We see Marguerite's arm. Now this is what I mean by body horror. You kind of see how she stretched that hand out to grab the lantern. And as we walk through here, as we can see, she now kind of looks more like a spider. So this is why we say she is representative of body horror. She is slowly mutating more into an insect. So here we are, we're in there's the old house over there. It looks like we followed an underground passageway to get over here. This is the garden area. That gate there will take us back into the yard where Zoe's trailer is. We'll actually head in there here in just a little bit. Strong chemical fluid will come in handy. Go in here and drop some items off. Also with the crow key, we are going to be able to go into the we are going to be able to go back into the main house. We won't need the crank anymore. So we'll go on, store that. So we'll go on, dispose of the knife. Now, with the crow key, we will be able to go back into the main house. There was one locked door right where that secret passage was, where we ran from Jack the first time. That will take us into a room where, I'll go on and say, since I'm here. So I was saying in that room, there's actually a grenade launcher. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go take care of that. Nothing down that way. Go on, use the lockpick here. Unlock this. There we go. So let's get this door unlocked. There's a bobblehead. We'll go on and take care of it. Some gunpowder. I think there's a... Alright, if we mix that with the gunpowder, that makes enhanced I'd rather have the flame rounds, so we'll take that. It gives us 3 total. Some more shotgun shells. Alright. I think we've... nothing else in there. Check this drawer. I want to keep my keep my shotgun drawn. So we're going to be going into this area. This looks like it's a greenhouse. Looks like Zoe left us a... awesome, so let's go back and look there. Alright, so that's the toilet in her trailer. Let's go back in here and see what she left us. I just saved not long ago, so I'm not going to worry about. Alright, we don't need that. I'll take that out. That was Magnum rounds. So we'll put these in here. Alright. Now we're ready to... Okay, now we're ready to head into the greenhouse and get ready to face Marguerite again. Alright. Can't get in there because I used the lockpick on a... used the lockpick already, so herbs will always come in handy. It's always like trying to make sure I keep all my ammunition and enough of my and always try to keep the herbs and everything. That's a pretty good arsenal of stuff there, so I'm actually going to go back and drop some more items. I know I'm making a lot of trips back to the trailer to drop items. That, so that will actually give us some room to pick up the herbs, which can be used for mixing to make sure we keep health and make sure we keep our health up. As I said, I know I keep making trips back to the save rooms to drop items, but I don't like leaving things like herbs just laying around. Especially when they can be used later. I typically don't use the separating agents. Sometimes they do come in handy to remix, to perhaps remix something for some ammo later. Alright. So, we're now down in... Looks like another guest house. But I think it also doubles as a greenhouse. Alright, this way is blocked. So there's some more of those pills on the couch. I don't think I have any room left in my inventory, and I don't really use those pills too much. Here's another locker. We can probably see some ammo in there, and another bag of... That's going to make it hard to... I don't have enough spaces left. Alright. Alright, so we're going to walk up these stairs and we're going to get a little bit of a surprise here. There we go. Now in this battle, I typically use I like using the flamethrower. It is pretty effective against Marguerite. Come across several of these throughout this area. So we just gotta be careful because she does climb along walls and she'll try to attack. This is what I mean by the body blow. As you can see down in the groin area, she's got a big nest there that she'll use to lay eggs that will spawn. She'll use to spawn hornets and spiders and things, so really one of the creepiest monsters in the game. Like I said, Jack was pretty just straightforward. He's just scary just because he pops out of nowhere and will chase you through a portion of the game. This is kind of scarier in its own way, and a lot of it is just the grotesque nature that this virus has taken.
Settle down.
And we're still not clear if it's actually a virus or if it's a parasitic life form that is taken hold. Here we go.
Don't leave, Sheriff. Stay and visit.
Try to avoid swings. Like I said, I like using the flamethrower. Of course, the grenade launcher. I want to save the grenade launcher for later in the game. Let's we got her running off. This will give us some time to maybe grab some other There's multiple yellow bags around here that we can use to make more flamethrower fuel if we need to. There's another herb that never hurts to. Whoa! That's something else I think is real creepy, is how she just kind of sneaks up behind you.
You're not getting away this time.
She is attacking us again.
There's no escape, city boy!
So I'm going to use probably my shotgun or probably need to use a shotgun. It's a little more powerful. Slowly make my way around here. Try to see if I can locate her. She'll send some swarms of hornets at you. I hate wasting my ammo on it. Up.
Don't be like that, Ethan. Show yourself. Poor Evie's gonna be heartbroken.
Alright, where you hiding at, Marguerite? More of that. Airship. Keep it back.
You got nowhere to go now, boy.
There we go. I think we got her.
Just fucking stay dead, okay?
Alright. Heal up. So as I said, I'm going to look around, see what other ammunition I can find. As I said, not a real difficult boss battle. It's just basically trying to avoid her drop down attacks. So we'll kind of look around, make sure we got everything picked up here before heading back to the old house. We still have that door in the upstairs portion we need to investigate. So, unlock. Always use that. Give us another flame round. Going back up here. Like I said, we don't have to worry about any other enemies for the time being. Shotgun shells. That gives us a really good opportunity to stock up our ammo and some more fuel for the flamethrower. Can't take any. I'm already maxed out on my handgun ammo, so that will give us an opportunity now to get out this way. Gate's blocking the way, but it's going to disintegrate thanks to Marguerite's defeat. So we've come across all the mold in various places within the house, within certain areas of the property, like in the room right off of Jack's billiard room. So I think it's safe to say that the mold has a little something to do with it. We've read documents in the grandmother's room about, it seems that the mold is metastasizing within the brain. Even Marguerite talking about in her diary we read just a little while ago. So apparently the mold is the problem. So is the issue that's causing all this insanity. So we're going to go in here. We're going to see what Marguerite was hiding. Now this reminds me of, as I said, it really seems like this has also been drawing some inspiration from the canceled Silent Hill game, Silent Hills. And I think we're kind of seeing a little more of that influence here, even though the people from Capcom said that they started working on this well before before that ever dropped. Here we go. There's some more of that mold. There's some special. So go through here. Alright, looks like we don't have any other choice but to go this way. Okay, somebody's trying to warn us to stay away. So whatever's back here, apparently somebody is being a little threatened by us being here. A bedroom here. A dollhouse. Looks like a... So, can I see the outline? Alright, so this is what Marguerite was hiding. And it looks like this right here is what we needed.
Oh, God. I guess this is it.
As we can see, there's feet below us. Looks like a little girl. And we read through multiple documents that... Oh, little girl. And surprise, Mulder hanging it out. This is why I brought the flamethrower. Okay, my flamethrower's not being as strong as I want it to be. So maybe perhaps we need to just rethink our weapon here, our weapon of choice. Shotgun seems to work pretty good, especially when you aim at the head. So, here we go. Back down through here. Run back through the child's room. Oh great, one of these falls. Alright, close the door and that'll end that. Alright, looks like we've got the phone ringing again.
Did you find it?
So Zoe's
Yeah,
asking
I got
if
it.
we found...
Are we really going to be able to make
found
serum
it.
with this thing?
It'll be fine. After we make it, we
We're
can
going to
get
tell her
out
we
of
got
here.
the arm, and she's going to tell us to come back to her trailer, and she'll make the serum there. So, let's head on back to Zoe's trailer. We're going to just go out the main door instead of going back down through there. And we are done with the old house. Let's go see what's waiting for us at Zoe's trailer. Phone's ringing again.
Now, where the hell are you?
And
You know,
Zoe's not
never
here,
mind.
and
We only
apparently
need
she's
the
now
head,
been
and you
captured
got it.
by Lucas.
This is gonna
Remember,
help me
Lucas
anyway.
did take
Hey, buddy!
Mia.
I thought you should know. I decided that Zoe needed a timeout. She and Mia are here
So
with me.
apparently Lucas doesn't want us
And they're keeping
escaping,
each other company.
Just let them both go.
and he's now
What do you need
holding
them for?
Mia and Zoe
That's
captive,
family
and it looks like we're going to have to
business,
play
and
kind of a
not your
sick
concern,
game that he's got in
understand?
store for us.
Now, if you want the head, feel free to come by any time and I'll give it to you. But only if you participate in a little, activity I put together just for you.
What activity?
Oh, I know you're excited, but don't worry. It's for you to take a peek inside the fridge in the trailer there.
Fuck you!
Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. You want to have some fun, don't you? Now, look in the fridge.
Let's go over here to the refrigerator and see what is... Ooh, that wasn't there before. This is the old cop. The pig is waiting for you in the dissection room. Alright, so it looks like he went in and further mutilated that police officer's body, that sheriff's deputy's body. And he's basically telling us we're going to have to go in there. My body's feeling weirder and weirder. Soon I'll become like mom and dad. It's all her fault. The woman she was with Mia knows something. If I had the serum, I could cure myself. Alright, so Zoe is... It's pretty certain that Zoe is infected, but she's not quite like her parents at this point. But she's afraid that she's going to become like them. But apparently, as we've suspected all along, that Mia was up to something. I'm going to grab the coins out of here just to free up space, and we gotta have 9 to get that magnum. But it seems that Mia knows something about what's going on and about this little girl. So, alright, well, I'm gonna head on back and save. That'll conclude it for this walkthrough. My next video, we're going to, we'll be going back into the main house, exploring the unopened doors, and begin our descent through Lucas's barn and see what is in store for us there. So, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video.